Good morning, YouTube. So with today's video, I'm going to give you my 10 niche keepers and just toss out the rest. If I were to clean out those two cabinets, these are the 10 niche fragrances that I would keep. Really, I would probably keep 20. It's really hard to narrow it down to just 10, but this is the ones that I would probably keep the most. First one is going to be Bond No. 9's Eau de New York. This is a 50 ml bottle, so this is what the bottle looks like. If you get the 100 ml bottle, this is what it looks like here. This one here is just a very bright, effervescent, kind of yellowish, like, well, the juice itself, but also very much like this shirt. But it's a very citrusy, bright, effervescent, zesty fragrance. It's got like loads of different citruses. It's got neroli, it's got like gardenia, maybe a little bit of jasmine, some lily, and some musk, and maybe some sandalwood towards the base. But what it is, it's just a very, very bright citrusy scent. There's like a creamy neroli. There is definitely like the florals to it and a nice musky base itself. This is a high heat fragrance. This will do exceptionally well in that hot New York weather. So like New York and Toronto, I'm out of Toronto, like their temperatures are very much alike. But sometimes it gets a little bit more humid in New York. This will do so well in the hot New York heat. If you live anywhere in the tropics, this will do very well in that type of environment, right? But this is casual. You could wear it to school, like university, because it does come with a bit of a price tag, but also to work. So if you work in an office environment that it requires you to dress up, and to wear fragrances that are not overpowering and that are very safe, this is a very safe niche fragrance. Not all niche fragrances are musky and animalic and dirty. No, some are very clean and fresh. A lot of these fragrances here are that. That's my type of taste, but this one here is very unisex, so both genders can wear it no problem. And longevity off this one here is going to range anywhere from 7 to 9 hours. Fragrance number 2, Creed Silver Mountain Water. Now this is a work of art. This is a gentleman's fragrance. It is marketed as a unisex scent, but I do find it dives more so towards the men. But there's like black currant, there's some citruses, some tea, some sandalwood, some musk, and some galbanum. So this one here is just a green, citrusy, woody fragrance. So you're definitely gonna get the sandalwood, the galbanum, the tea of course, and that black currant. This is a signature scent. And this had to make the video, okay? Because this was a wedding gift from the wife. So if I don't have this in the video, yeah, I don't know what she's gonna do. So she's probably gonna yell at me, and she's probably not gonna cook me any more gurma, which is like an Indian delicacy. It's like, what it is, it's kind of like sugary mango with like, oh God, it's so good. I'm so craving some gurma right now. But yes, this had to make the list. This is spring and summertime, very versatile, dressing it down to something like this, all the way to a tuxedo. Longevity of this one here is gonna be anywhere from 7 to 8 hours. Fragrance number 3 is perfect for the colder season, and that's gonna be ACQUA di Parma Colonia QUERCIA. Now this is going to be the EDC concentration. This does not perform like an eau de cologne. This performs like an eau de toilette because this is like 7 to 9 hours easily. This is a classical and vintage fragrance, but with a modern twist. Now the notes that do give it that classical feel is going to be the cedar, loads of cedar. There's going to be the oak moss and the geranium as well, but there's going to be warm, spicy nuance of cardamom and nutmeg to kind of give it that cozy, warm, like that inviting feel, but there's also the lemon. Now, if you are a mature person, if you are a young person with mature tastes and like an older soul, you might appreciate this one because this does come across as mature. This is a gentleman's fragrance without question. I would say that this is more of a dad's fragrance. So someone who's 40 and up, you know, someone in their 30s can rock it, no problem. But again, a young person, I can't really see liking this one unless they're an older soul. If you have that older disposition, if your personality is, you know, older than what you really are, then you might like it. So just smell it, all right? But again, it's old school but modern at the same time. Cold seasons, very versatile, very signature scent worthy. Fragrance number 4 comes across as a little bit old school. It came out in, I believe, in 2001, but the price tag, like the brand itself, is very expensive. Thankfully, I got a 30 ml. But that's gonna be XERJOFF's FIERO. Now this is very bright with the citruses. Like there's like 4 different citruses. There's like green notes, there's like tarragon, lemongrass, mint, neroli, like some sandalwood, and like I think there's like a combination of 20 notes. What I get bright citruses. I believe it's blood orange. I might be wrong. It might be yuzu or citron. Not your typical citrus, not your typical lemon. Like there's definitely lemon to this, but like definitely not like your typical lemon bergamot grapefruit combination. And I believe that all three of those citruses are in it, but I believe that there's like citron, yuzu, or blood orange. One of those unique citruses in there, but definitely the lemongrass, the tarragon, the mint. This is definitely a little old school, but it's modern. This is like a modern day classic. Price tag, these go for like $200-300. Longevity for a fresh fragrance that's perfect for the spring and summertime. This is amazing. This is like 9-10 hours, very versatile, and this does come across as a gentleman's fragrance, but I do think that a woman can rock it a little bit. I believe it's considered a unisex scent, but it dives a little bit, not a whole lot, but a little bit more towards the men out there. Fragrance number 5, you might see me becoming a little bit flustered because it's been a long day. I've been recording quite a bit. But number 5 is going to be FICO di Amalfi from ACQUA di PARMA. If you like fig-based fragrances, this is one that you're definitely going to have to get your nose on. Now this has like citron or yuzu, but it has fig tree and fig leaf or fig nectar, jasmine and cedar. Now this is just green, figgy, juicy citruses with some white florals of jasmine and definitely that cedar towards the base. This is actually a very unisex fragrance, so both genders can rock it very easily, but I think it dives maybe a little bit more towards the ladies, maybe like 55%, but it's very classy. I do find that for a summer freshie, that it does have a little bit of an elegance to it. You could rock it like this, but also with a suit and tie, no problem, but also I find that with a nice like dress on, like a summer dress. No problem. And the longevity off this beauty ranges anywhere from 6 to 8 hours. Fragrance number 6 is going to be Atelier Cologne's Pacific Lime. Now this one here is actually a really nice fragrance. It's very soothing, it's very relaxing. This is pretty much like a vacation in the bottle, but this one has eucalyptus. I'm not a big fan of eucalyptus, but in this is actually quite nice. You're going to get the mint, the coconut, but also the lime, just like the name itself. Very, very tropical. Very bright, very creamy. Like I find that the coconut itself does add a little bit of a creaminess to it. It's a really nice scent. This will do very well in the summer heat. This is a casual fragrance. Dress it like this with a white t-shirt and jeans. You could rock it to work if you choose to, but this is also a great travel fragrance, like a weekend getaway. So again, I did state that it's a tropical fragrance. So if you're going to like the tropics, if you're going to like Puerto Rico, if you're going to like Bahamas or anywhere like that, this is a great fragrance to bring on your trip. Longevity off these, unfortunately, is not the best, but just reapplies the day goes by, 5 to 6 hours. Fragrance number 7 is going to be Creed's Green Irish Tweed. Now this came out in 1985. It was a classic back then, and it's a modern day classic to this very day. This has violet leaf, lemon verbena, it's got iris, sandalwood, and ambergris. So what you're gonna get from this, you're definitely gonna get the lemon verbena. The lemon verbena pops. You're also gonna get that violet leaf, and that violet leaf does add a little bit of a classical vibe in my opinion. There is a little bit of iris, not a whole lot, but definitely the ambergris and that sandalwood. This is very green, very fresh, very signature scent worthy. Again, 1985, it was revolutionary when it first came out, and it was Creed's #1 seller for 25 years until Aventus came in and knocked it off its throne. But I think that this is way better than Aventus. This is very versatile, dressing it down to dressing it up, daytime, nighttime. You could rock it all year round if you choose to, but it'll do best in the spring and summertime, and longevity off this ranges anywhere from 7 to 9 hours. This brand just doesn't get a lot of mention whatsoever unless like you're familiar with my channel, because that's going to be Atkinson's 24 Old Bond Street. This fragrance comes across as a little bit vintage, but it's definitely modern. Now this one has like whiskey, it's got Turkish rose or some sort of rose, sandalwood or cedar, lemon, there's tea, musk, there's going to be that whiskey note as well, and the juniper berries. Now what this is, it's a citrusy, slightly boozy scent with loads of woods. That's what it is. This is great for the spring and fall time. It's daytime. I find it's more of a day fragrance, and it's very versatile. So you could rock it like casually, business casual, all the way to like a nice suit and tie. Like if you want a daytime semi-formal fragrance, this is great for it, all right? So longevity off this ranges anywhere from 7 to 8 hours. Fragrance number 9 is going to be Atelier Cologne's Mandarine Glaciale. This stuff is so good when it's really hot out. Like, you could rock it in the springtime, but it'll definitely do well in that hot summer heat. There's lemon, ginger, oak moss, vetiver. I believe that there's maybe a little bit of mint to this one here, but you're definitely gonna get the lemon and the ginger. Like, those are the two main notes to this fragrance here. Very casual. I think it'll do best more casually, but you can wear it to the office. In longevity of this ranges anywhere from 5 to 7 hours. And fragrance number 10 is going to be Bond number 9's Scent of Peace. This is one of my favorite bonds out there. This does get some comparisons to Creed Aventus. And I gotta be honest, it does have some of that DNA just because of that pineapple note. And there is definitely a lot of pineapple. The pineapple in this is so incredibly juicy. That's what really gravitated me to this fragrance. And I've always kind of like crapped on Aventus. Maybe the pineapple batch I might like most, but this one here is just a fraction of the price tag. So if you want something that maybe goes along those lines, but that's not entirely Aventus, look into this one here. Now this has pineapple, it's got different citruses, juniper berries, currant buds, and I believe some vetiver and some woods. So overall, it's a spring and summer fragrance. It's casual, but at the same time, it can be used as a daytime semi-formal scent. It's great for the office, and longevity of this ranges anywhere from 7 to 8 hours. And guys, that's it. That is my 10 niche keepers. I have to end this video now because I'm sure that you started seeing my frustration starting to raise a little bit. It's been a long morning. I've been recording 4 videos and I have 1 more to do, so I'm just gonna be taking a very long extended break, so I'm probably just gonna chill out for the next hour. But any reviews that I've done on these fragrances, they will all be down in the description box below. If you wanna see other niche videos, please check out this side here, and before you go, please make sure to give me one of these, as I would appreciate it, and it does help with the channel and the algorithms. Everybody, I thank you for your time, take care, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone.